Have you ever gazed at a mountain peak, feeling an undeniable call to leave everything behind? Picture this: a cozy cabin nestled in the woods, the sun rising over the horizon, and the promise of a life lived on your own terms. Imagine trading the chaos of city life for the simplicity of nature, where feeding squirrels becomes a cherished morning ritual. In this journey of self-discovery and purpose, success isn't measured by wealth or status, but by the fulfillment of your own dreams. Let's explore the art of crafting your life's design, one choice at a time. Embracing change and personal growth. Consider initiating a shift in your routines over the next 3 months. This could involve incorporating new habits like reading or focusing on personal well-being, such as health practices or family connections. The specifics are less important than the act of introducing something different. Even minor alterations to your daily life, within your existing circumstances, can yield significant results. While external conditions may be beyond our control, our actions and responses are not. By modifying our behavior, we can experience different outcomes. Investing in yourself for greater returns. An important insight to consider is that what you currently possess in your life is a reflection of the person you have become. Understanding this principle can clarify many aspects of your life. It can be challenging to take personal responsibility instead of blaming external factors such as the marketplace. But this shift in perspective is crucial for growth. A key to success is to dedicate more effort to personal development than to your job. This revelation can transform your life. By focusing on improving yourself, you can unlock greater potential. While hard work can provide a steady income, investing in your own growth leads to wealth creation. At 25, I was recognized as a diligent worker. I was committed to putting in extra hours, but despite my efforts, I found myself struggling financially. The issue wasn't my work ethic. Rather, it was that I was concentrating on my job instead of my personal development. By grasping this straightforward concept and starting your personal growth journey now, you can make significant changes in your life. Take tonight to reflect on this and begin the process of enhancing your skills and value in the marketplace. This development will not only improve your financial situation, but also enrich your life overall. Concentrate on what truly matters, enhancing your capabilities and attributes to become more valuable within your field. By committing to personal development, you'll open doors to promotions, financial stability, and a promising future. The focus should be on yourself, not on trying to change external factors. This approach will lead to transformative success. Embrace the internal shift for external change. You can't change the sunshine. You can't change the rain. You can't change the natural balance of seasons. Rather than seeking to change these external factors, focus on the miracles available to you and initiate transformation from within. Invest your energy into enhancing your philosophy, attitude, personality, communication skills, and overall abilities. By committing to these personal changes, you can set off a chain reaction that positively impacts every aspect of your life. The wisdom of a mentor. Over a 5-year period, someone very important to me shared some powerful lessons. He passed away at 49, but his wisdom left a permanent mark. He only had formal education up to the 9th grade, never finished high school, never went to college. That's why his ideas were always delivered in a simple, straightforward way. As someone who grew up on a farm, I needed that kind of clarity. If the lessons had been too technical or abstract, I probably wouldn't have understood them. But instead, they were basic, real, and practical. Concepts I had never thought about before, but once I heard them, they made perfect sense. And they started to shape my life. Don't work on the company, work on yourself. I remember telling him, "This is all they pay me." And he asked, "You've been working for 6 years. Why aren't you doing better?" I replied, "Because this is all the company pays." He corrected me, "No, This is all the company pays you. That hit differently. He asked, doesn't the company pay 2, 3, even 5 times more to other people? I said, yes, they do. Then he explained, so the issue isn't the company. The company pays others more. It's about what you qualify for. That conversation was my introduction to a concept he called personal development. It was no longer about trying to fix the outside world. It was about improving myself to increase my value. Raise yourself to reach higher. At one point, I told him, things just cost too much. His response was simple. No, you just can't afford them yet. He explained that life places valuable things on high shelves, not to keep them away from you, but to make sure you grow tall enough to reach them. The way to do that? Start reading. Each book you read, each idea you apply, adds to your personal growth, allowing you to reach higher and higher. That image stuck with me. If you want more, you must become more. Then came the idea that completely shifted my life. Success is something you attract by the person you become. This was a new perspective. Success isn't something you chase after. It's not about running behind it like it's a butterfly you can't catch. Instead, it comes to you when you become the kind of person who naturally attracts it. You grow into someone valuable, and opportunities begin to find you. Back then, I was just focused on working hard to survive. But he helped me see the real goal, not just hard work, but personal growth. Distinction between earning a living and building wealth. In my journey toward financial success, one transformative lesson from my mentor was the differentiation between making a living and making a fortune. He encouraged me to work part-time on creating wealth while dedicating my full-time efforts to my job. This approach ignited a new passion in me. I was no longer simply working to pay the bills. I was waking up excited to build a future for my family and myself. At age 25, I began absorbing profound ideas that would alter my financial trajectory. My mentor emphasized that your income is directly correlated to your philosophy, not the state of the economy. This notion was a revelation for me. For too long, I had been waiting for external circumstances to improve. He challenged me to change my mindset instead. He introduced me to the idea that enhancing your philosophy can dramatically increase your income, a concept I had never grasped before. The focus was on personal growth and developing the skills necessary to elevate my life. Basic principles for lasting change. One of the most powerful lessons I learned was to master the basics before seeking the exotic. Success is not a treasure to chase after. Rather, it is something that you attract by developing into the right kind of person. This insight shifted my whole understanding of success. It's not about pursuit but about attraction. Personal development became the key to unlocking various forms of treasure in life: financial, spiritual, social, and personal. In his wisdom, my mentor also taught me a fundamental truth that has profoundly influenced my journey. What you become is more important than what you get. In any job, the essential question should not be, what am I getting from this role? But rather, what am I becoming here? This shift in focus is crucial because our growth and development have a magnetic quality. What we become influences what we attract. If you cultivate cynicism, you will attract cynicism. But if you develop a positive mindset, you will attract positivity. My commitment to personal development paid off. I became a millionaire by age 31. This economic achievement was only one facet of the transformation I experienced. The skills and philosophies I adopted were life-altering. A vital element of my journey was the encouragement to be a student, not a follower. I learned to design my own path rather than becoming a mere replica of someone else. While I welcomed the opportunity for others to take notes at my seminars, I equally appreciated those who chose to discard the notes if they didn't resonate. Embrace your individuality. You don't need to model your success after anyone else's blueprint. Instead, make decisions based on your values and instincts. Buy what appeals to you, Listen to those who inspire you, and don't hesitate to make changes that feel right. Success is personal. Remember that success is not about material possessions, like owning a Ferrari or fitting a stereotype. It's about forging your unique path and becoming the person you aspire to be. It's your life, and you have the agency to shape it as you see fit. Don't let anyone sway your vision of success or define it for you. Success is inherently personal, and only you can decide what that looks like in your life. Success is not defined by material possessions. It's not about the cars we drive, the houses we inhabit, or the money we accumulate in the bank. True success is about the continual unfolding of your unique life design and executing it according to your own desires and aspirations. It embodies the journey of shaping your life authentically and achieving what resonates with you personally. At the core of our existence as humans is the incredible power of choice. While other life forms operate instinctively, driven by genetic coding, we have been endowed with the dignity to make decisions that shape our lives. Unlike a tree, which can only grow as high as its natural limitations allow, we possess the ability to change our circumstances, whether by moving in a different direction, pursuing new opportunities, or abandoning old paths. It's essential to recognize that every other life form strives to reach its maximum potential. A tree grows as tall as it can. It does not shy away from extending its roots and producing leaves. In contrast, humans often do not fully embrace their potential. This is largely because we have the freedom to choose comfort over ambition, individuality over conformity. You have the option to strive for excellence or to settle for mediocrity. The choices are endless: do a little, do some, or perhaps a lot. The path you take is entirely yours to decide. There is no universal mandate dictating how successful you must be or what constitutes success for you. That belief is simply a misconception. Success is a personal journey, and your definition of it should align with your values, desires, and circumstances. It's crucial not to take orders from those who dictate how your life should look or what you must achieve. Instead, engage with information, seek advice, and embrace training that empowers you without imposing constraints. Remember what Abraham Lincoln expressed: "Since I would be no one's slave, I will be no one's master." This principle embodies the essence of personal freedom and autonomy. You have the right to choose your path, to wrestle with the possibilities laid before you, and to design your own life on your terms. Embracing possibility. In embracing the concept of personal success, we acknowledge that each individual has unique aspirations and potential. The possibilities are endless. You can choose to pursue wealth, knowledge, or personal fulfillment in whatever form resonates with you. Whether you aim for a little, a lot, or somewhere in between, the critical factor is that your choices stem from an authentic understanding of what success means to you. In the end, it's not about chasing societal definitions of success, but about understanding and pursuing what brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose in life. Your journey is yours alone, and getting to know what you genuinely want is the first step toward achieving it. Mastering your life's design. Success is ultimately about how well you master your own philosophy and design your life according to your desires. If someone declares their intention to leave the hustle and bustle behind, to live in a cabin in the mountains, feeding squirrels and enjoying a simpler life, then that individual is a prime example of success. Why? Because they have created a vision for their life, pursued it, and achieved it. The essence of success lies in crafting the life you want and taking steps to bring that vision to fruition. Embrace flexibility in your design. Life is not static, it's a dynamic journey. If your current path doesn't satisfy you, feel free to make alternatives and adjustments. You may encounter better ideas along the way, advice that resonates, or breakthroughs that shift your perspective. However, remember that you are in charge of your life's design. You can take suggestions, but you should never feel obligated to follow orders that don't align with your vision. When you take on responsibilities, it's crucial to acknowledge them. Ignoring your obligations may lead to temporary relief, but the associated guilt or regret will overshadow that sense of freedom. The wisdom from ancient teachings asserts that some things that taste good now in the mouth turn bitter later in the belly. We all have to manage competing priorities, and it's important to find a balance that respects both your desires and your responsibilities. In life, we inevitably face one of two types of pain: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. It's wise to choose the former. The pain of discipline, the hard work of making positive choices, developing habits, and adhering to your goals, might be uncomfortable, but it's a light burden. In contrast, the pain of regret weighs heavily on us, often manifesting as remorse over missed opportunities or poor choices. Remember, disciplines weigh ounces, regrets weigh tons. Making a disciplined choice today is a far more manageable burden than regretting a choice later. We must also contemplate the more profound philosophical questions surrounding our pursuits. The proverb, "What if you gained the whole world but lost your soul?" urges us to reflect on the value of our aspirations. Is achieving material wealth or success worth sacrificing your core values or integrity? It's a sobering thought. Gaining everything yet losing yourself in the process would lead to a deeply fulfilling life. Moreover, the allure of greed may provide temporary satisfaction, but it often leaves a bitter aftertaste. Pursuing success with ambition rooted in genuine intent will yield more satisfying and enriching outcomes than succumbing to the temptations of greed. As you navigate your journey, take the time to confront and understand the fundamental laws, be they spiritual, agricultural, or life principles, that govern our existence. Recognizing these laws allows you to design your life in alignment with them, rather than against them. Ultimately, you have the freedom and capability to design your life. Whether you choose to embark on a journey towards simplicity or pursue complex, ambitious goals, you have the power to navigate your course. Go north, south, east, or west. Explore your options, follow your passions, and forge the path that feels right for you. The journey of life is yours to shape. As you cultivate the philosophy of success that resonates with you, take ownership of your choices and embrace the responsibility that comes with them. Find the balance that works for you, pursue your desires, and always be aware of the values and principles that guide your journey. In doing so, you will create a life filled with meaning, fulfillment, and genuine success. As we stand at the crossroads of our choices, remember, each decision is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. What legacy do you wish to leave behind? Will you choose the path of discipline, forging a future rich with purpose, or will you settle into the comfort of the familiar, only to be haunted by missed opportunities? Embrace the power of your choices, and let your heart guide you toward the life you envision. The mountains are calling, and your unique journey awaits. Step boldly into your future, design it, live it, and make it the success you truly desire.